Well, I was messing around with a little Honda generator. Fuel line goes over there and disappears under the void somewhere. I got voltage. This thing has a little connector here. Can pull it apart. When it's on start, it's got voltage to the pump. It's got 3 little fuses in the panel here. I pulled all those out and checked continuity. They're good. I never have seen this little light come on. This is like supposed to be a green light when it's starting, or maybe when it's running. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen it come on. It's got coolant. I checked that. It's got oil. I checked that. And it's just kind of, it was turning over really funny. And now it sounds pretty good, pretty normal when it's what I would think was normal, although I've never had one of these before. And it won't bust off. So I think I'm gonna go get a couple of wrenches and take this loose and see if this little pump might have gone out. I don't think that it would need primed through the, I think it's just in the tank somewhere. I don't think it could be primed. I was kind of looking under there to see if there might be a fuel shut off, which would be weird, but it would be possible. I guess, oh, that's a little airlock for the coolant. To show you around underneath it a little bit while I'm here. I don't have it, of course, raised up in the air. I've just got it with the bags up. It looks pretty clean. Strangely enough, I'm not seeing another fuel tank back here. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I see some mounting stuff. I guess they just pulled that other tank out and left it. So it's got 25 gallons. That's going to be kind of close on 8 miles to the gallon. Anyway, that's kind of surprising. See some of the plumbing over here for the fuel. Looks like a little fuel pump. That might be the reason I don't got any generator. It may have been plumbed into this tank back here that ain't here no more. That's funny. Well, that explains why my switch works the way it works. Starter on it's been fairly recent, maybe. It's not very corroded, which is a very good thing. You never know what you're gonna find or not find. Okay, there we go. Well guys, it's January 8th and it is a beautiful day here in Middle Tennessee. A little bit windy, hope it's not blowing out the microphones. I'm playing with the Honda today, and yesterday I figured out that the reason for the gas starvation in it is there's no gas tank for it. Somebody pulled back gas tank, and that's where they pull the gas off of them. So I've put together some stuff here. I'm going to try to make it work. I've got some 5/16, or no, it's 1/4 inch line. That might be 5/16, but I can probably cram it on there if it is. And then I've got this little half a gallon or gallon or so of gas left. I'm going to make the hose long enough that it'll come off of here and reach all the way to the ground here, maybe even a little bit longer. That way, if I want to run this between now and the time that I get the tank put on, I'll be able to just hook it up to an external tank. Hope it fires right up. We'll see here in just a minute. All right, it's a 1/4 inch line. And by golly, that's getting in the gas. Heck, all I know to do is try it. Well, I think we might have something. I took this line loose, and being as cautious as I could, even though it was stupid, I had my positive hooked to the pump, my negative down there. I disconnected the positive down here, loosened this off all the way, took this nut off, and then hit the negative or the positive down here again, and it kind of gave it some burbles, and then it really pushed a lot of fuel out and made a lot of racket like it was doing its job. It may have been kind of seized up. I hit it and it tried to burp, but also had it unplugged here. Let's give it a try. Oh, that sounds promising. Still sounds promising. I think it needs to kind of throttle itself a little bit. It's trying to start. Come on, buddy. And what was that all about? It's gas. Well, look at all that. It's a gas. And look at that water crap coming out of the exhaust. Woo, look at that nasty stuff. I think the float's stuck, but if the float was stuck, it'd just be flooding. Run out of fuel. Well, that's interesting. That's weird. So the typical go-to, and always has been for anybody who didn't know much about internal combustion engines, was the carburetor's gotta be bad. But I got a strange feeling in this case it's the freaking carburetor, because I don't know how it's doing it unless so my pump's working good. It goes up there, it primes it, fills the carburetor up, right? I start it, it starts dies. Then all of a sudden it gets to where it runs a little better, a little longer. And instead of starting and dying, it starts and blows gas all over the dang driveway. and then dies. But I'll pull the dip tube out and the dang thing will run for several minutes, probably with what's in the carburetor bowl. Anybody ever run across this? Anyhow, that'll be enough fantastic discoveries for another episode of RV archaeology. Thanks for dropping by and checking on me. We're still here. I'm not sure what I'll get into next, but hey, the thing runs, so that's 90% of it in my opinion. I'm gonna get in, see if I can find some service manuals online or anything. That one little spring's kind of bothering me, and I think that linkage arm, that sucker may be upside down. I don't really think it's in that big a bind if it is upside down, but it needs put right if it is, because it seems like that part that goes in the little plastic keeper is at the wrong angle. So anyway, like I said, thanks for dropping by. See you soon. Take her easy.